Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you are able to join me today. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever your time zone might be. I say welcome back and welcome for joining me today. Today, it's just an entertainment. I say entertainment because it's kind of funny sometimes when people kind of ask you how many wife are you supposed to have as an African, or how many wife do you have? Or how many wife are you planning to have? So yeah, you can have wives. You know, they marry. You know. More than one wife. They marry two, three. But that was then. You know, that was then. It wasn't. It wasn't how it is exactly now. Now, don't get me wrong. We still have some people that still does it. That does maybe one, maybe two, maybe three. You know, maybe they still do it. But the higher percentage of African, especially if you are depending on your level of education, if you are educated, which means if you are trained, kind of trained on Western standard, you probably not gonna have more than one. No. But I mean, in my family, I can't even recollect anyone that has two. But my dad got kind of trying to try something different. So he kind of tried two. You know, he kind of tried two. But that don't mean that's how it's expected. It doesn't mean I have to do that. It doesn't mean I'm capable of doing it. It doesn't mean because it's a different era and different time. It's a point of time. It's different thing. So our great grandfathers that they do marry more than one. They usually a more than one. No, because at that time on having a big family is a respectful act. It increase your status. You know, it makes you in the society, people look at you as someone that is capable. It's a show of it's like me going out there and I'm buying Rolls Royce. So when I drive my Rolls Royce down the road, people gonna look at me and say, okay, it seems like he has arrived. So when you have as much wife as you have, increase your status in the society. They marry, to show that hey, they're doing well, they are capable, they are man enough to show all this wealth. Because big family, is considered as wealth. It's considered as upper class. The main job of our ancestors is farming. They farm. So the bigger your farm is, the more rich and wealthy you are. Because you have a big farm, you have the farm of plantain, you have a farm of potato, you have a farm of beans, you have a farm of rice. You got all these farms. That means you are rich, you are well-to-do. And how are you going to do that? How are you going to have all these farms by yourself? So you can't. So they marry to have kids. So when they have all these kids, the kids cannot work in the farm to increase their status, to increase their level, to increase their position in the society. So they married a lot of wives, they married a lot of women to have kids, so that all these kids can work in the farm and can increase their wealth. That is one reason also that they married, so many wives. So they do that for their status in the society. They do that to accumulate wealth, for people to work, for kids to work in their farm, and moreover, they do that to the understanding that nature is kind of is designed, as it is, that the sexuality of women it goes down faster than the man, than the husband. So the sexuality of a woman by a certain age is not as high as as for the husband. So instead of the husband going out there and sleeping around or doing all kind of stuff outside there, trying to satisfy his sexual urge, they don't want that. They don't want that kind of risk of disease and or whatever that you bring in home from outside. This is a fact. Especially in Yoruba tribe, sometimes it's actually the wife that actually go out to go seek for a woman that she liked and brings her home to her husband, to look for a woman that she likes to bring to her husband. She actually seek the hand of that woman in marriage. So people do that for different reasons, for status for your status in the community, to build wealth, for work in the farm, and also to satisfy your sacrifice as you get old. The sexual urge of the woman go down faster than the men. So that is why they go out there and marry somebody else. No. It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory that you have to go marry someone else or go have more than one wife. It's not mandatory at all. It's just if you are capable, if you can do it, there's no law that's against it. But I'm telling you, because it's very difficult. It's very, very, very difficult. It is not advisable to have two women, because you cannot share. You cannot share. No matter how good you think you are, you're going to kind of lean to one than the other one. And the other one will sense it. And once you sense it, it's trouble. It's trouble. It's always trouble. The advantage of it is not that much compared to the disadvantage of it. Disadvantage is terrible. It's bad. It's heavy, unhealthy competition. It's an unhealthy competition. And when it comes to African level, we are spiritual, so we do stuff. We do stuff to fight each other. People will laugh at you and they will smile at you, but they're fighting you. They are fighting you, and vice versa. Both mothers and trying to protect, trying to shield their child, and the other one is trying to shield our own child, and in the process things happen. The husband get caught in the middle, and his life is shortened because of all the stress from both women, or from all the women, 5, 6, whatever you have, So it's not advisable at all. I have, as a matter of fact, this is like 6 years ago. I know this person since I was like 4 or 5 years old. That he passed away, and he had about four wives, right? And before he passed away, he called all his kids, to let them know that none of his kids, none of his boys, none of them should marry more than one wife. But he got 4. He rich now. He got money. He has money. He was blessed. He has money. But towards the end of his life, he seems to lose everything. Everything seems to be gone. And he called all his sons and tell them and say, hey, I'm telling you, none of you should marry more than one wife. And he said, look, if you marry it, this is what will happen. I will put a curse on you. And actually, he went and get the camera. He asked one of his sons, because not all his sons can be present. Of course, not all of them could be present for some reason or the other. They might not want to show up because the risk. Things going on. So not all the kids showed up. Not all his sons showed up at the meeting. So he rented a camera, a video camera, to videotape everything that he's saying and let them play it to all his sons. For them to play it to all his sons, to show them. And in the video, I saw the video. And in the video, he was putting a curse on any of his sons that marry more than one wife. He was putting a curse on, because he believed his struggle in life is everything that he loses in life, that he has lost, is because he married more than one wife. And he doesn't want that for his own for his own son, for his own children. He doesn't want all that headache. And in the video, he was cursing. I'm serious. He was cursing that, if any of his son married more than one wife, this is one. He said you have to leave one and be with the next one if you choose to, but never live under the same roof with more than one wife. And I'm thinking about 2 years later, he passed on, and what is left is just the video. So I know you might want to be African when it comes to that. Then other time you want to be somebody else. But that is not a good reason, enough good reason for you to be African. There's a lot that comes with it that I don't think you are ready for, and I don't think you are prepared for. It is very, very hard for two women to live under the same roof. It's very, very hard. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Yes, Africans do that. They have more than one wife. There's no law that says you can't. Your finances will tell you that you cannot handle more than one. At least you can handle more than one at a time. But our ancestors, our great grandfathers, they did it because they don't want to be running around the street outside there doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. Instead of them doing that, they bring them home, or sometimes even the wife at home is the one that go out there to look for a woman and brings her home. Because when they bring a new wife home, she's gonna be helping the first lady, the first wife, to cook, to wash clothes, to do whatever errand that is available in the house. So the new wife gonna be do that, while the first wife kind of relax and let the new ones does it. So she's gonna be the one that controls all other women because she's the senior wife. It's the senior wife. So we have the senior wife, this second senior, we have the third senior, we have the fourth senior, we have senior, we have hierarchies in there. So that is African life, but it's for status in the society, for you to say, hey, I'm successful, for wealth, and for sex, to satisfy sexual drive, and on and on. I hope I've answered some of your questions. That how many wives can you have? You can have as many as well, but your finances will let you know how many you can have. If this is your first time of joining us, if this is your first time of watching one of our videos, I would like you to subscribe to the channel. I would like you to share this video, and also to comment on this video. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm using this opportunity to also invite you to my zoomspace.com, myzoomspace.com. Thank you once again. Until I see you in the next video, I still have a wonderful day.